Louise, now, we're back with Louise, and I was wondering now, I've been with you now, I think, almost 8 minutes watching you do this. How long does it take before you can put this there like that pot?
Oh, let's see. It's been 8 minutes. About another 8 minutes at the most, I'd say. So for the bigger pieces of clay, it takes more time to center.
Yeah.
And a little more time for the other steps, but
and you know, it sounds
pretty rapid process.
I'm sorry. It sounds very much like the preparation is almost 70% of what you do. Am I wrong on that?
Well, the preparation is a large part of it, and I mean, I come back to each pot many times. So there's the preparation of the clay, all the work that goes into getting the clay ready. Then there's the forming of the pot, which is pretty fast.
Yes.
Then the trimming the extra clay off the bottom of the pot, that takes a while. Then glazing. Come back to each pot and glaze them.
What's that?
That's there it is. All of the, like when we were looking at the pot upstairs in the previous one, and it had a dark background and then a lighter coating on top. Then the pattern was cut through the lighter coating.
Right.
That light coating is the glaze.
Okay.
So it's got a fair amount of glass in it, and it's got clay that helps it stick onto the pot, and then sometimes metals for color. So a lot of the glazes that I use have iron in them to give them color.
I see. And we were talking, it really takes a lot of practice and many years to, I think, arrive at the point where Louise is in terms of shaping this, both the inside and the outside.
Great, okay, so I can soak up a little extra water. I'm getting close to, this is about as big as it's going to get.
Okay.
Now I'm going to do the steps to finish it up.
Okay. What's that process called, Louise?
So this is, I don't know if you can see this through the clay, but this is a rubber tool called a rib.
A rib, okay.
So I've got one that's moderately flexible, and then the little red one that's more flexible.
Okay.
So I'm going to use these on both the inside and the outside. So I've got a little extra water. That's the hardest part, that part right there.
Is it the bottom?
Getting the part where it changes from being more horizontal to more vertical.
Okay, yeah.
Tricky.
Yes.
So I might have to go back to that spot a couple more times. Let's see. I'm putting the soft one on the inside. So these are pulling against each other.
Oh, I see.
The same way my hands were, but these leave a smoother mark. Very good for cookie dough. Very good for the spatula. Smooth surface. So.
You do that up both sides then, right to the top.
Right to the top, yeah. Now, the finishing touches to make it look good. I can go back to that spot.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, there was a little clay that was like standing up there.
Right, so I want to get a nice curve. Nothing standing up.
Yes, okay.
I want that texture to transition from the bottom to the side.
Yes, okay.
Right. Now, a little attention to the rim. So I've got a little tool here, a little homemade tool that's just a little shred of dry cleaning plastic. Traditionally you would use chamois or goat skin, but I found that dry cleaning plastic works just as well. Okay.
It's just
a little clean up at the bottom.
Perfectly clear in there. Now, Louise, I see that you're operating this here with a wheel. And you that's not electric. You're doing it yourself. Okay.
It's all foot powered, human powered. So
do most potters have this kind of a setup?
Well, there's all different kinds. So you could have a wheel that's powered by electricity, that has an internal motor, one metal housing, plugs in.
Yeah.
Push the pedal, off it goes.
Uh-huh.
The harder you push the pedal, just like a car,
Yeah.
the speed accelerates. And then there are foot-powered wheels. There are hand-powered wheels.
Oh, okay.
It's like stirring it with a stick. Stick goes into a divot on the wheel head. And there are foot-powered wheels that have a treadle mechanism.
Yes.
So you pump it this way.
Okay.
And there are wheels, there are some factory wheels that will all be driven on one big belt, like a
Okay.
steam engine or something, and driven off, many wheels driven off one belt.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways to do it. Now, spout for this. Let's see. Here. I'm going to portion off my area for the spout.
Yeah.
A little with the left, a little with the right. And we thin that out and raise it up.
Mm-hmm. And the clay is still very malleable, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, this is just as malleable as what you were squeezing at the beginning there.
Yes.
Same water content. And I've added a little water while I was pulling up the clay wall, so it's soaked in a little bit of water. Okay, that looks like enough spout. Turn that around so you can see what it looks like so far.
Uh-huh.
All right, now bend it out.
Okay.
Make a nice channel so everything can pour up to the
Yeah.
spout. Oh, whoops, I dented a little there. Okay. This is the final step.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That's
much ready.
fascinating. Yeah. I wondered what you meant when you said you were going to form a spout. I wondered if you were going to attach something to it, or you're just out of the top
Nope,
of
just
it.
pinch it out of the clay,
Right.
and then this one can also have a handle
Oh,
that'll
yes.
come off on this side. Okay, so let's put this one
Okay.
here.
Louise, what is it? It looks like you're making something smaller, obviously, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
What are you making here?
This will be a cup.
A cup?
Yep, so my centering step is quite different. I don't need to do all that pounding
Right.
to get the clay in the middle. Gets it centered enough.
And, okay.
Smaller
and you
pots
kinda-
don't take quite as long, right?
Uh-huh.
The hole, smaller hole doesn't take very long to get to the bottom.
Yes.
Spread it out.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh. It looks like you're going to make a lip on the top almost, or...
Yep.